Hey guys, Ryan and Casey of Star Baby Start here. So this week's video is going to be talking about the top things that new parents are tired of hearing. So one of the top things that I know Ryan and I are sick and tired of hearing is that's not going to last. It doesn't last long. Like they're sleeping. Oh, that's not going to last long. They're sleeping through the night. Oh, that's not going to last long. Wait till they get older. And then blah, blah, blah. Like stop telling me that my kid is not going to sleep through the night when they get older.
Pretty much.
It really gets on my nerves when people say, oh, wait till she gets older. Okay, well, wait till she gets older. What happened to enjoying every moment?
It's kind of like backwards too, because like it's the same person that will say like, oh yeah, like wait till she gets older, and then like a week later like, oh yeah, just enjoy the moment, you know, like okay, so which one is that? Are we enjoying the moment or are we gonna like wait till she gets older? It's just like really, I don't know. I feel like parents like our parents or people be like, they're just trying to be like helpful, but it's like it gets annoying. It's almost like it's almost like they don't want to know what else to say, so they kind of just come up with these like this random, not random, but like
To kill the awkwardness.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next one is they grow up so fast. Like, I know. My kid's going to grow up fast. We're already starting to see that. It seems like just yesterday we were delivering Riley, and now here she is almost 6 months old. Like, I get it. She's going to grow up so fast, but you were just telling me, wait till she gets older, but now you're telling me to slow down a little bit. Like, come on, people.
It's like, time goes so fast, time's going to go fast. Time always going fast. I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with having a kid. It's just because us getting older, first of all.
So, like, just stop telling us that they're going to grow up so fast. We get it. We get it. We're already starting to see it, like I said. Like, 1 second, Riley's expecting us to feed her, and then the next second, she's holding her own bottle. Like, we already see she's growing up fast. She's already in 6 month clothes, and she's not even 6 months yet. Like, they grow up quick. I get it.
We don't have to hear it all the time we say it.
Exactly. The next one is, you can't do both. The amount of times in my life I have heard this.
You hear that more than I do.
I hear it all the time because right now I'm in school for occupational therapy, and I'm also raising a newborn, and I'm also working full time, and everybody's telling me, oh, you can't do both. One's gonna overcome something else. Riley's gonna consume your life and you're not gonna be able to focus on school. Or school's gonna take over your life and you're not gonna have time for Riley. Like, no, I'm gonna prove to you people that I can do both. And I already have A's in all of my classes and I'm taking 5 classes. So clearly I can do both.
But it's probably more just out of insecurity why they say that. Because if they can't, or they don't think they should, or they don't think they could or would, then that means you can't. So that's probably where that stems from, but it's still really annoying to hear all the time. So next one is life isn't all about you anymore. Well, when was life about me? So like, I don't understand why you're saying that. Like, thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Obvious. Yeah, life's never been about me. So having a kid doesn't change that. So that gets really annoying to hear. Like, oh, Christmas Day is coming, and you know that's happened last month. Oh yeah, well it's not about you anymore. I'm like, oh, it hasn't been about me since I was like 5 or whatever. So
Did you get a younger sibling?
Good, when you get a younger sibling, it's not, you know. So it's like, when was it ever about me? I can't even remember. Like, last time it was about me was like before Jenna was born. So
the next one is comparing children. Like, I don't know about you guys, but Ryan and I, we both hear, oh, well, Jordan wasn't like that. Jordan was this. Or, Abby wasn't like that. You're lucky. And then we always hear like, oh, well, your second one's going to be worse than your first one. And like, every child is different. Stop comparing them.
yeah.
Like, yeah, every child turns 5 months old. Every child turns 6 months old. But everybody's got different personalities.
Yeah. They may be on the same scope of like development, you know, somewhere in the ballpark, but it's not like everyone's temperament is different, and just because like someone else's kid was a certain way at a certain age or at a certain time, like our kid may not be like that at all. So, you know, It doesn't really make sense to me, but it's another thing that I'm sure most people are tired of hearing. Or another thing is that, like, well, my baby's in the 97 percentile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. Like, who cares?
Like, my child needs me to put him to bed. Well, Riley's not like that.
Just make sure we're not doing that to them.
Yeah, Riley's not like that. Oh, she will be.
Oh, yeah. It's like, why are you trying to, like, manifest, like, negativity into our life?
Every child is different. The next one is life's not going to be the same. So, little random side note. Right before we got pregnant with Riley, Ryan and I went to a NBA basketball game down in Brooklyn. It was the Brooklyn Nets and the Detroit Pistons. And Ryan and I went, we had a great time, and then we found out we were pregnant with Riley, and my mom all of a sudden started going on a tangent about, oh, well, you're not going to be able to do that when you have the baby. You're not going to be able to go on date nights. You're not going to be able to go grocery shopping, just the two of you. You're not going to be able to have time together, just the two of you. You're not going to be able to go to the movies. Why not? We all have babysitters. We should all have a list of babysitters. Like, get somebody to babysit so you can go have a date night with your spouse. Or hey, Mom, can you watch Riley for a little bit so I can go study? Like, come on.
Another thing is that when this quote of life's not going to be the same anymore, life is never the same. Every day is, like, different. Like, every day brings a new challenge. Every day brings a new adventure.
Yesterday isn't today. Today is not tomorrow.
Yeah. Not every day is the same anyway. So
next
every
Sunday
day, every day,
be next Saturday.
every day that goes by is a different day, and the past doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, of course, life's not going to be the same anymore because that's what life is. Life is about change. So,
like, in a sense, life isn't going to be.
It doesn't
the
take
same.
a kid. It doesn't take a kid for life not to be the same anymore.
Yeah, but life isn't going to be the same. In a sense, that's true, because now as a parent, you gotta help her with her homework. You gotta help her do this other stuff.
Life's never the same.
Like,
There's job changes. There's changes of the season. There's always fall, winter, and summer. Like 6 months ago it was hot, now it's cold.
Mm-hmm. And right now it's -2 degrees out, and next week it's gonna be in the 40s.
Yeah, life's never gonna be the same.
It's never gonna be the same. And if every day is the same, you need to change up your lifestyle.
No, because life will knock you, kick you in the teeth if you're trying to be the same. So this is how life is. So we don't need people to tell us that just because we have a kid that life's not gonna be the same anymore. It's never the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make okay. Thanks for the obvious, but I didn't take a kid for that. So are you ready to go back to work? Okay. Who's ever ready to go back to work?
Yeah. Unless you're one of these lucky people that really likes your job.
I mean, no. Even if I do like my job, but ready to go back to work, it's just like a stupid thing to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because after you're doing paternity leave, of course you want to stay home with your kid rather than trade 8 hours away somewhere else. Like
I work in a hospital. I would rather be home with her than
it's like rubbing it in.
To work.
It's like rubbing it in. Like, you can like your job. I even like my job, but it's like, of course I'm like, you're like rubbing it in. Like, oh, I gotta go back. Like, join. You know what I noticed about all of these, the common denominator about all of these things that we've kind of said in this list so far, is that it's all about trying to get us to the same emotional level with the person that's saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they're like not happy about being at work, then they're waiting for the moment for you to like to get you into an emotional state of be like, well, you have to go back to work too.
Yeah.
Or like, we're having a great time, like with a 6-month-old. Well, I didn't have a good time with a 6-month-old, so wait for something to change, because something's going to change to make it not like that, because my experience wasn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really annoying.
Everyone's parenthood is different. Everyone's childhood is different.
Every parenting style is different too. Every kid is different. Every situation is different.
Like, how we raise Riley is not how Bobby Sue's going to raise her kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just...
Yeah.
We get it.
I hear, is she sleeping at night? Every time I see someone I haven't seen in a while.
Like today, my parents stopped in to visit, and they asked if she's still sleeping at night.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and like, I don't know. It happens a lot at work, like with colleagues. Like, someone's like, it usually comes from someone who's like, you see once in a while, you don't know them really well, but like
Yeah.
you see them once in a while and you're like, oh, how's the baby? And it's always the first question. Oh, good. She's sleeping at night. It's always is she sleeping at. Why is it always is she sleeping at night? And my answer is always, oh yeah, she's been sleeping since 2 months old.
Oh, I wish
wow.
my kid was like that.
Or like, oh wow, that's not normal, is it? If it wasn't their kid, you don't have a kid. But it's always, why is it always that question? I don't get that. Why is the sleep the most important? Because they think that we're not getting sleep or something.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. Anyways, that one annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
Good one because it's so like boring. It's like a boring question. I don't know how to respond. I just brag about it, I guess, because she slept so well. But like,
Yeah.
once again, I think they're waiting for me to say, "Oh, no, yeah, she keeps us up all night, and we can't sleep. We get 4 hours sleep a night." Oh, yeah, that's parenting. They do want to hear the answer.
Yeah.
But I give them a different answer, like, "Oh, yeah, wow, that's great." And it's like, you know what I mean? They're like, it's a canned question, waiting for a canned response that never comes, because the way we go about things is usually so much different, and it's hilarious.
One that I'm sick and tired of hearing is, they look just like you. Have you seen Riley? She don't look like me. She looks like him.
They say it to me too. It actually makes sense with me. Yeah.
Like, of course she's gonna look like me. She came from me. Of course she's gonna look like him.
It's always
she came
obvious.
From him. Like, it's just, ugh.
Why is it always such obvious statements and questions? I don't get it. And then if they say it looks like you, it's like, you should say like, thank you for the flattering comment, but don't lie.
Exactly. The last one is, how old is she now?
This also comes from ones that people haven't seen you in a while.
And then you tell them, oh, she's 5 months old. And then a week later, how old is she now?
Yeah.
She's almost 6 months old. A week later, how old is she now? Still 5 months old.
One of the people that I'd say this to, like, answer to, like, oh, yeah, she's 5 months. Oh my gosh. And then it reverts back to the time goes so fast.
Enjoy every moment.
Enjoy every moment. And then just wait till she says no. And then it's an endless loop of all these questions and statements, and it's a pain in the neck. If you're a parent watching this and you can relate to any of these things that, like we said, that you hear that gets really annoying, put a little comment on what, like, things that you hear. If it was one of these, or if there's anything something different that's, like, things that we missed. But we thought we'd share this week because, like, just kind of be more whimsical about our channel and, like, show people, like, that there's some things that really annoy us and stuff like that. So I remember last week we said that we were going to do like how to capture memories and put them in, like, albums and organize baby photos and stuff like that. But we were under the weather last week, so we decided to do this video instead, and we'll do that one next week. So stick around next week, like, subscribe our channel, and we'll see you next week with that video.
Bye, guys.
Peace.